Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Vaishnavi from Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, Department of CSE AI. Today in this video, I will be discussing about classes and objects, rectangles, instances as written values, objects are mutable, and copying methods in Python. Let us begin with Introduction to Classes and Objects in Python. Classes are the way to create a new types or a categories of objects in Python. Objects are instances of classes that have a specific characteristics and behaviors. Classes and objects are fundamental concepts in object-oriented programming. Creating classes in Python. To create a class in Python, use the class keyword followed by the class name. A class can have attributes which are variables specific to the class. Methods are functions defined within the class and can perform actions or manipulate the class attributes. Defining objects from classes. Objects are created from the classes using the class name followed by the parenthesis. Each object is independent and can have a different attribute values. Objects can access and modify class attributes and call as class methods. Inheritance and polymorphism. Inheritance allows classes to inherit attributes and methods from another class. Subclasses can add their own attributes and the methods or override inherited ones. Polymorphism allows objects of different classes to be treated as objects of a common superclass. The underscore init method. The double underscore init method is a special method called as constructors. It is automatically called when an object is created from a class. The init method is used to initialize attributes and perform any necessary setups for the object. This method is known as init method. Understanding the rectangles in Python. A rectangle is a geometrical shape with four sides and right angles of four sides. In Python, we can represent the rectangle using the classes and its objects. The class can have attributes like length and width and the method like calculating area and the perimeter. Instances as return values. In Python, functions can return an instance of classes. This allows us to create a new objects based on certain conditions or calculations. For example, a function can return a rectangle object with dimensions based on user's input. Objects are mutable. Mutable means the state or values of an object can be changed. In Python, objects of a class are mutable by default. We can modify the attributes of an object directly even after it has been created. Copying methods in Python. In Python, assignment statements do not create copies of an object. If we assign any object to a new variable, both variables refers to the same object. To create a copy of an object, we can use the copy method or a deep copy function from a copy module. Copying objects. Shallow copy creates a new object, but the references the same attributes as the original. Deep copy creates a new object and recursively copies all attributes, including any nested objects. Copying objects is useful when we want to modify one instances without affecting others. Copying objects examples. Let us see. Consider the rectangle object with a length 5 and width 3. Using shallow copy, we can modify the length of the copied object. It will be also changed the original object. But with a deep copy, modify the copied object and won't affect the original object. This is the main difference between shallow copy and a deep copy. Best practices for object copying. When copying objects, consider whether you need a shallow or a deep copy. Use a shallow copy if you only want to create a new reference to the same attributes. Use deep copy if you want to create any completely independent copy of an object and its attributes. Let us conclude the session. Classes and objects provide a powerful way to model real-world entities in the code. Rectangles can be represented as objects with attributes and methods. Instances of a class can be written by functions and objects are mutable in Python. Thank you for watching my video.